Ever feel like your mind is working against you? That voice in your head, the one that's always second-guessing, doubting, and criticizing. What if you could turn it into your biggest supporter? Imagine if, instead of tearing you down, it built you up, helping you face life's challenges with confidence. Today, we're going to explore a simple but powerful tool that could be your secret weapon against anxiety: positive self-talk. 1. The inner critic versus the inner coach. Let's face it, our minds can be our worst enemies. That inner critic, it loves to remind us of past mistakes, future worries, and everything that could go wrong. It's like having a personal bully living rent-free in your head. But here's the twist: you have the power to change the conversation. Imagine turning that critic into a coach, one that's constantly cheering you on instead of tearing you down. This is what positive self-talk is all about: switching the script in your head to something that actually helps you rather than holds you back. Key points. Inner critic, the voice that amplifies fears, doubts, and anxieties. It often says things like, "You're not good enough," "You'll never get it right," or "Everyone's judging you." Inner coach, the voice that encourages, supports, and builds resilience. It's the mental voice that says, "You've got this. Keep going, you're making progress, and mistakes are part of learning." Quote to reflect: you are the narrator of your own story. Make sure you're telling one that empowers you. Example: think of an athlete who's about to take a crucial shot. If their inner dialogue is filled with doubt, they're less likely to succeed. But if they tell themselves, "I've trained for this, I can do it," their chances improve dramatically. The same goes for everyday life. Whether it's a big presentation, a job interview, or simply meeting new people, your self-talk sets the stage for how you'll perform. 2. How positive self-talk impacts anxiety. You might be wondering, how does talking to myself change anything? The truth is, our thoughts shape our emotions, and our emotions shape our actions. When you constantly tell yourself negative things, your brain believes them. But flip the script to something positive, and you start to see opportunities instead of obstacles. It's like having a flashlight in a dark room. Positive self-talk lights up paths you never noticed before. Practical tips. 1. Catch the negative thoughts. The first step is awareness. Start paying attention to your internal dialogue, especially in stressful situations. Notice when your inner critic takes over. Example: you're stuck in traffic and running late. Instead of thinking, "This is a disaster, I'm going to be in trouble," catch the thought and shift it to, "I'll get there when I get there. I can handle this." 2. Challenge and replace. Once you catch a negative thought, don't just let it sit there. Challenge it. Ask yourself, is this thought helpful? Is it true? If not, swap it with something more constructive. Example: if you catch yourself thinking, "I always mess things up," replace it with, "Everyone makes mistakes, and I'm learning from mine." This subtle shift in language reduces the emotional sting and keeps you moving forward. 3. Consistency is key. Positive self-talk isn't about lying to yourself. It's about building a new habit of thinking. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. It's not a one-time fix, but a daily commitment. Example: start and end your day with a positive affirmation. It could be as simple as, "I am capable and I can handle whatever comes my way." Repeating this regularly conditions your mind to lean toward positivity, especially in moments of stress. 3. Real-life examples of positive self-talk. Let's make this real. Imagine you're facing a job interview. Your inner critic might say, "I'm not qualified enough." But your inner coach could reframe that to, "I've prepared for this, and I'll do my best." See the difference? One thought paralyzes you, the other empowers you. Scenarios. Before a big presentation, your inner critic might scream, "I'm going to mess this up." Instead, tell yourself, "I know my material and I'm excited to share it." When facing rejection, if you didn't get the job or an opportunity, replace "I'm not good enough" with, "This wasn't meant for me, and there's something better out there." Dealing with social anxiety, replace "Everyone's judging me" with people are usually too focused on themselves to notice my flaws. These simple changes can dramatically alter your perspective and reduce anxiety. It's not about pretending problems don't exist. It's about approaching them from a place of self-support rather than self-sabotage. 4. The science behind positive self-talk. Did you know that positive self-talk is backed by science? Studies have shown that when we engage in positive self-talk, it reduces cortisol levels, which is the hormone responsible for stress. It also activates the brain's reward centers, giving you a sense of motivation and calm. The psychology behind it. Neuroplasticity. Your brain has the ability to form new connections based on your thoughts. Positive self-talk can literally rewire your brain for the better, making it easier for you to handle stress and anxiety over time. Emotional regulation. By changing your inner dialogue, you're better equipped to handle stress and anxiety in a calm, rational manner. It's like having an emotional toolkit that's always within reach. Pro tip. Practice speaking to yourself like you would to a friend, kind, encouraging, and understanding. Imagine your best friend feeling down. Would you criticize them or offer supportive words? Extend that same compassion to yourself. Science fact. According to research, individuals who practice positive self-talk regularly report lower levels of anxiety and higher levels of overall well-being. It's not just feel-good advice, it's a practical, evidence-based strategy that works. 5. How to start your positive self-talk journey. Ready to start but don't know how? Here's a simple 3-step guide to begin your positive self-talk journey. 1. Daily affirmations. Start your day with positive affirmations. Something as simple as "I am capable" can set the tone for your entire day. Affirmations are powerful because they prime your mind to expect success and resilience. Example: write down 3 affirmations and stick them on your mirror. Read them aloud every morning. Simple statements like "I am enough," "I am learning," or "I am improving" can set a positive tone for your day. 2. Journal your wins. Each day, jot down one thing you did well. Celebrating small victories trains your brain to look for the positive rather than the negative. This isn't just about major achievements, it's about recognizing the small steps forward. Example: if you managed to go for a walk even when you felt anxious, write it down. These small acknowledgments build momentum, encouraging your mind to focus more on what's going right than what's going wrong. 3. Mindful language check. Be mindful of the words you use, both out loud and in your head. Replace words like "I can't" with "I'll try" and watch how your mindset shifts. Example: instead of saying "I'm terrible at this," shift to "I'm still learning." It's a subtle shift that makes a world of difference in how you feel about yourself and your abilities. Call to action. The next time you catch yourself in a negative thought loop, pause, breathe, and rewrite that thought. It's a small change that can make a massive impact. Closing thoughts. Positive self-talk isn't about ignoring reality or pretending everything's perfect. It's about choosing to be kind to yourself in a world that often feels overwhelming. So the next time anxiety strikes, remember, the voice in your head is yours. Make it one that helps, not hinders. Start talking to yourself like the hero of your own story, because you are.